Um, and we're live, and it's Sam and Pavel. It's what is it? It's EuroScrum. That's right. It's EuroScrum Agile Ventures. Let's do our old screen share thing. So let's check in with Pavel. How are things with you, Pavel?
Well, not bad. Yesterday I carried out EuroScrum and we estimated some stories from the icebox and the backlog. It is going good now.
That's the Osra project, yeah?
Yes, the Osra project.
Yeah.
We have a team with Modest and Nikita and Craig,
Mm-hmm.
and we very well doing together. So I think we have a good progress there, and we have stories to show to our client on our next client meeting.
Great. Yeah. No, Modesem was in one of the scrums the other day. Yeah, it sounds good. Anything blocking you at all, Pavel? Any particular plans?
No, nothing blocking me. I don't know about that new project about community portal. We thought to make kickoff meeting yesterday, but no one appeared, so we decided to postpone it. I don't know for what date. But for now, I've completely, we in Oslo project, and it's okay for me.
From Pavel slightly.
Yep. That's it.
Okay, I don't know if we lost a bit of audio there from you at the end. You were just talking about you postponed the community portal kickoff meeting. Yeah. I mean, I think from the point of view of moving projects forwards, I would, in this kind of environment, I would not wait for large numbers of people to congregate in order to have a big discussion. If you can get two people together and they can discuss something and put something out and then move forward, I think that's probably a bigger chance of success.
Yeah, that's true, but let Yaro decide about this thing. Because now I'm completely in Osra project for now. So.
Oh, okay, right. So, you didn't turn up to the Yaro's thing.
Well, I will participate there definitely, but I don't want to decide when to make meeting, how many people should be there, and so on and so forth.
Okay, all right, good show. Thomas is also here. Thomas, how are things with you?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Anything exciting to report?
Well, I've been working a little bit with the AV102 edX instance.
Indeed.
I updated some materials. Mm-hmm. I added Pavel and Bill to the landing page, and I also updated. I added a section about certificates.
Mm-hmm. Right. Excellent.
Yes, well, I have to re-render that image because it's quite large. I scaled it down to 35%, but this is the first draft.
Right. Yes, and so I think this is fantastic. I think the key thing is what we want to do is say, so there's not only are there two levels of certificates, or in fact, I think we've got level 3. We've got level 1, 2, and 3.
But the third one I was a little unsure about it. But the third one is for the project.
No. Well, at least what we did last time is that there's level 1 for completing the training course, level 2 for doing the first part of the MOOC, and level 3 for doing the second part of the MOOC.
Oh, okay.
But I think what we want to do this time is that the level 1 certificate is obviously the same for everybody who's done the same course. The level 2 certificate there should now be 2 types of level 2 certificates. There's a level 2 TA certificate and there's a level 2 project certificate, and then there would also be a level 3 project TA certificate and a level 3 project certificate, if that makes sense.
It does make sense, although it makes sense to me. Yes. But it's quite complicated to explain that to presumptive, participants.
Sure. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to. The full details of that don't necessarily have to be in here. But I think what we need to make clear is that there are certificates that are specific for teaching assistant activities, and there's certificates specific for project activities.
Okay.
You could say that we're also in a position to distribute 1693 project certificates. So, however it gets branded, I think that underlying thing is those are the certificates we need, right? Those 5, as it were, and how we present it to try and make it comprehensible to everybody is another matter.
But at this point, I haven't introduced that project track yet in this text. So
no, right. That's the key thing I think to add is to mention the product track, and the idea is that you can get advanced certificates. That at the moment you can only get the higher level certificates by doing TA activities, but the new feature I think that we're rolling out is that you can get advanced certificates by doing project things as well. So I mean,
I try to add that. I get my head together how to put that in understandable language, so without writing too much, basically, because we want those presentations to be fairly short on this landing page, I guess, because people don't read long.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I think just as long as it's mentioned that there are also certificates for projects, then that's the key thing. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I should add my.
Apart from that, Brian did a code review of my pull request about activity feeds. I'm going to do some updates. I managed to solve that failing hooks on that thing that I asked your help of. The code that you pulled on.
Well done. Well done. Yes.
So that pull request is ready to be merged.
Well done.
And so we're just gonna do our usual stuff next Tuesday. I think we're going to deploy some stuff to staging and production. So
good.
Other than that, I'm this events thing is bugging me a lot. But we've seen this spike of John.
Yes.
I was actually working on another thing that has to do with events, and that's adding event actions to this activity feed. And I noticed that Hangouts are created in a very strange way. From what I understand, when you click the Create Hangout button, you don't actually create a Hangout in our system, but you do create a Hangout, on Google.
Right.
Then the website One Connection service talks to our application and creates that instance of Hangout, which is a little
convoluted.
Yes, and also I think that what we want to do at this point, personally, and I would like to ask your opinion about this. But I would like to stop all communication between Google Hangout and our application, because I think that's what is causing the problems of the memory quota access errors. I mean,
well, I would say that I think we've been using the system for a long time with the callbacks, and it had not been a problem. It seems to have been a problem since that much more recent pull request. I think that so while you were away, the critical change that was before any of the the recent things was that the website One Connection calls back and it updates the Agile Ventures site with the URL automatically. And what it means is that it relieves the Scrum Master from having to copy and paste.
That's cool with me. That particular thing is cool with me. But this is not the only thing he does.
No. Well, I think, and that's the thing, is I think it has started to do a number of other stuff, and then so on, and that's getting heavy. Much as Yarrow may protest that he's profiled it all, and I mean, who knows? It might be something. But you were saying what about that you were tempted to remove all communications from website One back to our system. And I'm certainly all for that in terms of trying to debug the system, but I think if we lost the feature whereby that one communication that it makes to set the URL, and that means that people are arriving late can immediately click through. And
but the thing is that, perhaps I used the wrong expression, or I used the wrong language here. What I would like to do, it's completely okay with the application that Yarrow wrote, for Google Hangouts, to send one set of data, like updating the YouTube link or the live link or whatever.
Right.
But what I don't want to have is a continuous, communication with the app in terms of, what participants are on live and stuff.
Well, I agree that the ongoing thing is a potential serious headache, and that we shouldn't likely have all of those things going on. That said, I think that the thing that some sort of additional communication would give us, maybe not like an ongoing every 15 seconds, but like maybe a second communication 3 minutes into the Scrum that told us who was in the Scrum and who was in the session. and put that up.
I agree. Absolutely, I agree.
Extraordinarily
The thing
useful
is that I was going over a lot of pivotal tracker stories concerning these events, and I can't find. Perhaps I'm not looking in the right place, but I can't find stories for that. So what I want to do is, it's very important for me that we stay within the workflow and we stay within the scope for what we're doing, keeping the minimum thing.
And
I want working software.
Absolutely. I think Yarrow introduced that as a kind of a spike of his thing, and it shouldn't really have been under normal circumstances. It shouldn't have been deployed. So I mean, I'm all very happy for you to cut off those other additional polling features for the time being, since the majority of people don't see them, and they may be the cause of the thing. I'm going to leave it up to you to work out exactly what that cause is. But what I think is that moving forwards, we shouldn't rule out, like, point blank, that we never ever have any.
Oh no! That wasn't in any way my intention.
Then fair enough. Yeah.
I just want to have. I want this to work first of all, and then we can add features to this. Yes. But when we add those features, I want those features to be added in the way that we do add features in this project, and that's
Then I think we're
using story screening and stuff. So I mentioned this.
Then we are completely on the same page. I think we are in total agreement.
Yeah, but I just want to say that because I want to be on the record on this, because I saw the spike that John produced. And we are quite a few weeks since I came back and we started this discussion. And what I have now is a spike with a lot of wonderful features. I'm getting 500 errors on that all the time, so I can't really test it, and this is not what we kind of agreed upon. We have stories for moving forward and cleaning up this
right. Stuff, Sure, but no, I understand. But of course, independently of agreed upon stories, individual developers may choose to go off and spike and not work on the stories, and I think that's something that we we have to live with. Really, but yes, I think absolutely, it's great. It's very important that it's clear when things are spikes and when they are actually part of a kind of an approved story that one is submitting a small pull request, and that's actually going to have a reasonable chance of getting into production and to be maintainable in the long term. I think that's the thing that Yarrow and John and others lose sight of, is in the excitement of the great features, and they are great features and they're very exciting. And I think I'm not telling you anything that you don't know, but just having it on the record. Yeah. I think the danger is that someone has to be keeping track of the maintainability of the project in the long term. Otherwise, it just becomes a huge mess, and no one can ever do anything. So anyway, so it sounds like
me and Brian are trying to have a holistic perspective of things and see beyond the cool features. And try to just
absolutely. And so you have my total support there. I mean, I guess we've then maybe spent more time talking about that than we needed necessarily. I don't know if you have any other issues. I'm aware that we're running out of time. And I will update you on that. But this is a mess for you. For me, one thing I noticed is that we seem to be the 9-fold people. I was about to show the support client people that some stuff on the staging server, but the staging server seems to have no data on it, which is kind of like, I mean, our developer and production servers do, but that's a bit worrying. That data's just gone. I've kind of flagged Risa in Slack, but I don't know. So anyway, I'm holding off doing anything there. I have pushed out my article about clarifying business logic and writing clean code, and Yarrow has given me feedback that I need an introduction and end summary, which is of course true. But any other thoughts on that also welcome. And I guess the main thing which we've already touched upon is the AV 102 course. But I think hopefully by the end of today we can send it out to people. I think that's it for me. I'm busy working on our Ronin Online Makers project. I've discovered an interesting bug that Sinatra GitHub authentication gem doesn't work with Shotgun. That took an extra hour of my life that I'm not going to get back. But this is the joy of programming, to discover these things, and I've managed to find an issue. So anyway, we're moving forward there. Basically, big day packed with meetings today. So we've got the team meeting coming up. And then a big retrospective this evening and so on. I think I should be able to do the afternoon scrum, but there's not much time for anything else today. So that's about it. And unless there's anything else we need to address, I guess I may see you guys in a future scrum.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd say just the top priority, Thomas, is as soon as you're like added something about projects in there, we can just start sending this out.
Yeah.
Thomas, I have one question to you.
Oh, go on, Pavel.
We have a problem in EuroScrums when we use events. It posts the link in Slack only to Scrum notifications channel, but not to the Osro channel.
Okay.
How can we make posts?
I think you would have to ask Sam Prissy about that. I don't understand the connection between. I think the person who's likely to be able to answer that question the quickest is Sam Prissy, followed possibly by Yarrow. But that's all I can say at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right.
We need. I need to get my head around this problem. It's good that you mentioned this. I don't know. I don't even know how how this integration works, and I don't know how the Hangout application works. So we need to pull that into the website one project.
Okay. Good stuff. Well, you guys feel free to carry on chatting. I've got to run.
Sure.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Take it easy.